Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another TheComicJon news brief. I am your host, John Hassinger, and Kumail Nanjiani says Eternals is massive, most sci-fi Marvel movie ever. Let's break it down. So Kumail Nanjiani, obviously we all know him from The Social Network? No, Silicon Valley on HBO. That show just ended. It had its final season. Great show, hilarious show, and Kumail was the Indian Pakistani, I think, member of the group. He was kind of like the Raj of Big Bang Theory, and he was kind of a typical doughy IT guy. And months ago, I'm sure we all saw the picture he posted where he's just jacked, doing that Marvel workout thing, and he has an interview with. I'm not sure who this interview's with, and he talks about how getting in shape, he has like nightmares about losing it. He's going to play the cosmic-powered Kingo, and he opens up about Eternals, offering that it's massive and that it's the most sci-fi of any of the Marvel movies. Nanjiani first reacts to his social media post, like I was just talking about, showing his jacked body going viral, in that he texted his brother to make sure his parents were okay about it, and his brother was like, they actually took the picture and have already posted on their social media. So I guess that was like a big deal to him. He didn't want to, embarrass his parents by posting him looking like, it looked like he was photoshopped. Like, the dude looks as good as anyone can look. He says, I'm still terrified that someday I'm going to sneeze and then it's all going to disappear, He says, I live in fear of it. Every morning I wake up and go, oh, thank God, it's not today, because it's just so much work. He also talks about how much he likes his costume for Kingo and how big in scope is the flick. My supersuit's very comfortable, actually, even though it's very elaborate. But the other thing is, making this massive movie is, in many important ways, still feels like you're making an independent movie, in the sense that it really feels like a family, and it feels like it's really about characters and relationships and very small moments. So while you have certain scenes where you're hanging up on a wire, fighting bad guys, and you have all these superpowers, the rest of it does feel like you're making something really small. Which is just, that's the main thing that I think Marvel pulls off. They have these movies that film had a hard time making superhero and comic book movies look, believable and real. And that's what Marvel has pulled off. And it's insane because Stan Lee's original concept, his first comic book creation, the Fantastic Four, his first idea was, I'm not doing Superman from Krypton or Batman in Gotham City. I'm doing these 4 human beings in New York. They live here amongst us in this comic book world. And that's what made it so cool. So it's insane to think back in like the early 60s, Stan Lee's concept is working now for the movies. I can't do the math that quick, but it's like 60 years later. That's crazy. The thing that made Stan Lee's idea of the Fantastic Four and his whole Marvel universe is the thing that is allowing film to pull this off. They're doing these big, crazy, budget, outer space movies with these characters that you just relate to immediately, even though they have superpowers. The people who are making it are very, very professional about it. Conversations when you create anything. Does this make sense? Should we do this? Chloe Zhao, the director, and Nate Moore, the producer, and obviously Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, they've just been so open to everything and so passionate. They've made 25 of these movies, and it still feels like they're living their dreams every day, which is certainly what I've been doing for the last 6 months. That's just so cool to hear. I feel like Nanjiani right now, going from a very successful HBO series, Silicon Valley, to a Marvel movie. This guy is, and now he's in the best shape of his existence, of his life. The guy's just got to be on cloud 9, man. It's really cool, and I think I'm really excited to see him in a Marvel movie. I hope they let him be funny, because he's hilarious, and he's playing Kingo, cosmic powers. Hopefully those cosmic powers give him a sense of humor. Okay, he also says that Eternals is an epic movie. It's really, really an epic, and it's really such a science fiction story. It's a superhero story, but in some ways, it's the most sci-fi of all the Marvel movies, as mentioned earlier, and it's the most epic of all the Marvel movies. And the story spans thousands of years, so it's really not like any of the Marvel movies. That's what I'm really excited about. They're going to, at certain points, run across the movies that we know, the 20 plus movies that we already know. They're going to bump into that. And I just can't wait to see from their perspective, because I think the way the movie ends, or maybe at the end of the second act, we're caught up to current time. And they have to get involved somehow. Eternals gets released November 6, 2020. So this year, we got Black Widow in May, Eternals in November. Directed by Chloe Zhao, also starring Kit Harington. That will lead to some set photos leaked of Kit Harington and, what's his name? Richard Madden. I was about to say Rob Stark. And they're on the set. Richard Madden's character there's like a love triangle between Jon Snow, between Kit Harington's character, Richard Madden's character, and I forget her name, some other character, because the one that she's playing, Richard Madden's character, dates, or they have like a love thing in the comic books, but in all these pictures, Kit Harington's character is kissing her. It's also starring Kit Harington, as I just mentioned, who plays Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, Richard Madden as the all-powerful Icarus, Lauren Ridloff as the super-fast Makari, Brian Tyree Henry as the intelligent inventor Phastos, who I'm really excited for, Selma Hayek as the wise and spiritual leader Ajak, Leah McHugh as the eternally young old soul Sprite, Don Lee as the powerful Gilgamesh, and Angelina Jolie as the fierce warrior Thena. So I think whoever is playing Cersei, I think Cersei and Icarus have a love affair, but it looks like the Black Knight is screwing that up as far as these set leak photos go. We'll do a video on that later. Don't worry, we'll cover it all. The synopsis of The Eternals features an exciting new team of superheroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ancient aliens who have been living on Earth in secret for thousands of years. Following the events of Avengers Endgame, an unexpected tragedy forces them out of the shadows to reunite against mankind's most ancient enemy, the Deviants. So, I guess my early prediction, the Deviants are back because Thanos is dead. Thanos dying affects the Deviants in some crazy way, and they're ready to wreck shop on Earth. And the Eternals have to come in and save the day, because it says they've been living on Earth in secret for thousands of years. They haven't been living anywhere else. So they're aware of what's been going on with the Avengers the past 10 years. And it looks like these Deviants are like looking for payback. I mean, that's just my guess. That seems pretty obvious. I don't know. Whatever you guys think, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm really close to 50 subscribers, so please go ahead and subscribe. I get a free lunch on Fridays. I think it's pizza. I love you. Bye. Oh, hey. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment and hit the notification bell. And if you're finding me for the first time, I do trailer reaction videos, hot take movie reviews, news briefs on anything Marvel, DC, Star Wars. You'll love it. Thanks.